Yeah. Hi. Hi. Welcome, Lovejoy. Adam U. Stewart. Mind Been the Supreme. Whatever you want to call me. Names don't mean anything to me. What's in a name? I'm a rose full of love. You can call me love. You can call me rose. I don't care. You can call me shit. Hey, I don't care. Just as long as you're speaking your truth to me, that's all that matters. I think it would be better if you didn't call me hate or actually hate me, but I'm just trying to make a point about words are irrelevant. What really matters is action, passion, and intention direction. I've heard that saying that the road to hell is paved with good intentions, and I finally broke it down a bit more. I'm sure other people understand it, but it's good intentions without good action, without good direction. That's the reason that hell is manifested when people only think about caring about others without actually giving any caring energy. So if it just stops at intention, we're in a hell. We're on our way there. But if you have good intentions for something, and then once in a while you manifest those intentions and create them and do them, it's not hell. And you won't be in hell. And the person that receives those good intentions won't be in hell. Anyways, I digress. I just want to give you some hope. I'm not particularly American, and I like to pay attention to Canadian politics and Canadian life and society as much as possible. Doug Ford is obviously a problem, and Doug Ford is obviously a parallel to Donald Trump. There's no question that he's trying to do his own version of white male toxic, patriarchal, selfish, nepotistic, fucking disgusting, selfish politics. It's pretty basic. It's not the first. Hopefully will be the last, but he probably won't be the last. We know that. But anyways, Nancy Pelosi was just voted in as Speaker of the House in the States, and I saw something literally the most inspiring, hope-giving, uplifting messaging I've ever seen in the entire Trump presidency, in the entire fucking bizarro world, backwards, inside out, upside down, topsy-turvy reality that we all live in and that we're all being tortured by. I'm here thinking, like, this man should have been indicted 15 or 20 offenses ago. He's still in office, obviously. And I'm just thinking, does anybody want to stop Trump? Like, is this just going to keep going? And when people talk about him being reelected, it's like, oh, you horrific human. We cannot have that little hope in society. We can't, because they voted in Trump because the people that were duped into doing that actually hoped that that man would bring some change of some sort, change to the system. But obviously, he's not trying to change the system at all. Barack Obama actually changed America and American politics more than anything that Trump has ever even thought of or actually manifested with his policy. And like, I don't want to make it too political, but it's really important because I like the idea that politics isn't everything, because politics is power and we all have the power to do something, which is why voting is important technically. Like, I believe that the system is corrupt and Babylon is white supremacy, patriarchy in a nutshell, in a capitalist fucking shit nutshell. But I still vote. I mean, I don't give up. I still have hope in changing the system, either from the inside, the outside, revolution, anarchy, democracy, communism. I don't give up on humans. And it's hard, it's 2018. If you've been alive for a while, it's understandable to have depression, but we can't. So I'm saying all this to say I want to give a couple thoughts about hope, because I saw Nancy Pelosi say brilliant things. She did an interview, and I think it was on NBC, but she just did an interview this morning, and she was the clearest, strongest, most moral, upstanding, righteous, respectful individual I've seen in the entire Trump presidency. Someone was asking, so is Trump going to get the money for the wall? And Nancy Pelosi was like, no, no, this is not happening. There was clear, unquestionable stopping of corruption. She's like, fuck that. This is not going down. So that was really dope. I mean, here, like, I was alive when the Berlin Wall was knocked down in 1989. I don't understand at all any human being thinking that a wall would stop. Like, are you serious? 71-year-old child, but you know, a child got to get spanked sometimes. So, Nancy Pelosi, I'm hopeful that you spank Trump proper, good and proper. And I'm saying all this, I could go on. She said a couple beautiful things, but the most important thing that she said that was really inspiring and gave me a lot of hope, pure, crystalline, blissful, sparkling hope, is that she said it is possible to indict a sitting American president. Oh, yes, it's so good to hear. Yes, because some people were like, I mean, his counselor, that fucking dude, already got I can't remember what's his name, but the dude who's in jail right now for 2 or 3 years for doing Trump's paints and stuff. I don't pay attention too much because it's so corrupt and convoluted and fucked. But anyways, that dude went to jail, and how can you send a man to jail for doing crimes for another man and not send the other man to jail? Like, there's no logical, like, what you're saying. Your system is based on law and truth and justice. So, like, you send Trump's handler to jail right now. He's in jail right now for doing illegal political payoffs for the 2016 election. But you don't send the man to jail who the crimes were done for. Oh, yeah. Wow. I wonder, you know what they say? Before I move on to the really beautiful things about hope, you know, they say that each sitting president gets 3 murders. I wonder if Trump has used his murders yet. It's a sick joke, but if you're aware of power on the planet Earth, you know that certain things are real. Anyways, I hope that I hope he gets fucked over and then justice comes. So I give you 3 drops of infinite liquid wisdom water about hope, and hope that they wash in your system and purify your mind and make you feel better for the day as you go towards your dreams and aspirations. 1, it is the characteristic of genius to be hopeful and aspiring. Harriet Martineau. It is the characteristic of genius to be hopeful and inspiring. That's wonderful. I didn't expect to see this one, but I'm gonna throw this one in there because I'm Eli. To all the living there is hope, for a living dog is better than a dead lion. Ecclesiastes 9:4. I'm trying to be a living, breathing fire lion, so I saw the word lion and I just thought I had to say that. But yeah, I ain't trying to be no dog. I'm trying to be a living lion, but a living dog is better than a dead lion. So I got 2 more drops of wisdom, and I might give you a couple more. I really like these because hope is a beautiful thing. They say a person needs just 3 things to be truly happy in this world: someone to love, something to do, and something to hope for. Tom Baudet. I can fuck with that. Check it out. They say a person needs just 3 things to be truly happy in this world: someone to love, something to do, and something to hope for. Because none are completely wretched but those who are without hope, and few are reduced so low as that. William Hazlitt. None are completely wretched but those who are without hope, and few are reduced so low as that. I think safe to say that it seems like Trump doesn't have much hope in anything besides rich white existence. So none are completely so wretched. Anyways, I got two last things to drop. Yeah. The important thing is not that we can live on hope alone, but that life is not worth living without it. I fuck with that. The important thing is not that we can live on hope alone, but that life is not worth living without it. Harvey Milk. Word up. I have one last jewel to drop, and I hope you dig it. Man can live. These are all gender universal. You know? Human. Humans can live for about 40 days without food, about 3 days without water, about 8 minutes without air, but for only 1 second without hope. Humans can live about 40 days without food, about 3 days without water, about 8 minutes without air, but only 1 second without hope. Hal Lindsey. I'm saying all this because for the first time in probably 2 years, I have a little bit of hope for America. Like a little bit of hope, just a little. The Democrats are in control of Congress. Nancy Pelosi is Speaker of the House. Somebody's going to stand up to Donald Trump and actually stop him. And there's a possibility that he is actually indicted for his crimes in the American justice system, or at least one of them. Like one out of the hundreds. This is a reason for hope. This is a good reason for hope. The future looks a little brighter than it normally usually does. So that's about it for me today. I just wanted to give you a little love, a little joy, some of the thoughts of my life, and a little inspiration and hope for the lovers, healers, and other dreamers. That's who I'm directly speaking for. That's who I'm talking to. If you don't consider yourself a lover or a healer or a dreamer, I don't know. I think there's a dream in there somewhere in your head or your heart. I don't know, it just takes a little courage to confess it and capture it and then chase it and then kiss it. So kiss your dreams. I know I am. And to all my lovers, I love you all. I'll see you soon. Malcolm Love Trey loves you. Create your dreams.